Launch is really my secret sauce, is what I call it, for any helping professional that is looking to start or launch a service-based business. And so when I say start, I mean get it off the ground. This is even pre-LLC, right? This is pre getting your LLC or your DBA or whatever it is. This is when you're really starting to think that you want to monetize your skill set, that you want to start that side hustle, that you may one day want to be in business for yourself. And so this program is helping you get ready. If you're ready and you're willing and you've already committed to knowing this is something you're going to do in the next 6 months or the next 12 months, this program will help you start to do that, right? And if you've already been in business, maybe you've been in business for 6 months, for 12 months, even longer than that, but you found yourself in a place where you're kind of stagnant. You don't really know what your next move is going to be, but you know, because you're in debt month after month, because you're not bringing any income, you know your next move needs to be your best move. And so you've started, you're ready, but now you need to launch this business. Ready.Start.Launch is a kind of a play on the words ready, set, go. And it is a 5-step framework that was developed from my 20 plus years in healthcare and in public health. It is developed again from lessons learned from the previous failed business attempts. It is from best practices, tips, tools, and strategies that I've learned with the help of my previous business coaches. It is just a culmination of things that I ultimately noticed were missing, or that I did not necessarily have. So I want to get a sip of my coffee, and then I want to kind of tell you about these 5 steps that I think are extremely important for you to be able to really take your business where you need it to be. And so I wish I could tell you that this program is going to have you making 6 figures in a month. I can't, but what I can say is that if you commit to this work, you can certainly see $10,000 per months. Okay, so let me take a sip of my coffee. Thank you. I probably should be done. I think this is my 3rd cup of coffee today. So Ready.Start.Launch. Again, if you want more information on it, please visit QuishaOmemba.com. Ready.Start.Launch consists of 5 steps. The first step is to master your mindset. The second step is to market your expertise. The third step is to monetize your skill set. The 4th step is to market your brand. And the 5th step is to minimize and also optimize your business processes. So I'm going to go quickly through each of those steps. And if you'd like to know more, I invite you to visit QuishaOmemba.com/blog, because I have a 5-series blog post on each one of those steps that go into more detail. So the first step is master your mindset. Mindset is something that one of my business coaches told me, Quisha, you need to work on your mindset. And when she said it, I just thought, okay, she's got to say this to tick it off of her coaching checklist. I really didn't think much about it, right? I knew about the growth mindset. I knew about the fixed mindset. I most certainly had a growth mindset, right? I believed in the power of positivity. I looked at things on the bright side. I looked at the glasses half full as opposed to half empty, even though I consider myself a realist, just so I don't let myself down for failure. But I thought that, having a positive mindset was having a good mindset, or the type of mindset that you need to be a CEO or to start a business. But I was wrong. Honestly, I didn't know what I didn't know. And that's usually what happens in entrepreneurship, especially if you're new to it. You don't know what you don't know. And so when she said it, I just kind of yeah, okay, I'll work on my mindset. But honestly, I didn't know how my mindset equated to my bottom line. And at the time, I was like, tell me how to make money. Tell me how to start this business. What's the easiest, quickest, least expensive least stressful, least painful way to just start making money. I want clients. I want to start making money because that's ultimately what people think of, right? When they start a business, they don't care about doing all of it. They don't want to put in the work. How can I get clients and how can I start making money? Well, if I knew what I knew then, right? If I knew that my mindset was connected to my ability to be able to speak to potential clients without getting nervous, to be able to articulate the right words and the value that I bring and the services that I offer. If I knew that my mindset would give me the courage that when I'm pitching clients, I can say a certain price and not blink, right? If I'm doing a speaking engagement, I can say, thank you so much for the offer. My current speaking rate is $2,400 for that type of workshop. Is that doable in your budget? You know, I didn't know that mindset equated to those type of things, right? But now I know how important it is to build your confidence, to build your resilience, to build your boldness. And all of that is needed to be a CEO. Now I know how important mindset is. What I've done in the Master Your Mindset course or step one of the framework, not only am I going to be working with you one-on-one and coaching you and doing certain activities and exercises with you to help you develop your mindset, but I also share with you the why it's important. This is in the course, sorry. Why it's important, how you can master your mindset. So step-by-step exercises and coaching models that you will use on yourself and doing the mindset work. But I also have a ton of resources for you. Books, podcasts, webinars, people you should follow, all types of things. I work on my mindset every day on my cell phone. I use an app called I Am, which I have affirmations set up at 3 times a day, scheduled like 7, 12, and 7, to where it comes up on my phone and tells me. So I'm constantly, let me see if I can find one. This one that popped up at 12 an hour ago says, nobody dictates how I feel, only I have that privilege. So I have really embedded mindset work into every single component of my businesses, of my behavior, of my action, of everything, my entire thought process, because now I know and I see the importance that mindset has. So that is the foundation. That is the secret ingredient. That is what you need before you start anything, before you go to the courthouse and get your LLC or your DBA, before you go print out business cards and do all of this other stuff. You have to work on your mindset because you're going to need it for the rest of the steps. So step 2 in the RLSO framework is to market your expertise. Why is this important? Because who are you, first of all? Why would I, as a client, want to sell you anything if I don't know who you are? I don't know what you're good at. I don't know how you serve, right? So you have to understand what it looks like to market your expertise. People have to be aware of you. They have to be aware of the knowledge and information that you possess and how you could potentially be of benefit to them or of service to them. You have to be able to market your expertise. And this is why this comes before step 3, which is monetize your skill set. I want you to be able to market your expertise because you will change. Let me tell you something. Before I went to nursing school, I wanted to do and be one thing. After I became a nurse, I was like, oh no, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, things change, people change, circumstances change. You'll start doing one thing. Maybe you think you want to do diabetes education and you really start working with these patients and you realize you're not seeing a change in 3, 6, 9, or even 12 months. You may not want to do that anymore. And so don't go out immediately and start a business for diabetes education when it's ultimately not something that you see yourself doing. This is why you have to market your expertise. You have to work in that craft. You have to continue to build up that craft before you can actually look at trying to monetize your skill set. Okay. Now, the third step of the RSL framework is monetizing your skill set. This is probably what most people require my assistance with, or require assistance with, whether it's mine or not, right? This is, how do I combine my knowledge and my expertise, my skills, my background, my experience with my passion, with things that I love so much I would do for free, which I believe that we all should do. We just didn't need to figure out a way to charge for it. How do I combine that with the needs of my potential client? How do I identify my potential client to really figure out what they need anyway? And how do I serve them? So that's what you do for the third step of Ready, Start, Launch. The fourth step of the Ready, Start, Launch program is to maximize your brand, right? So by this point, you've been working on your mindset. You know you are the stuff. Can't nobody tell you you're not the stuff. You have marketed your expertise. People know you. They're beginning to like you and trust you. They know what you offer. They know how you can serve them. Now you are monetizing your skill set. When people ask you to come and speak or do a training or a presentation, you know exactly what type of package you can give them. You know exactly how much you're going to charge them. You know exactly the value that they bring and the results that they can expect as a result of working with you. You're starting to pick up a momentum. Now it's time for you to maximize your brand. Are you going to get you a logo, a tagline? Do you have a website by now? If not, this is the time to get the website. Have you thought about the branding, the colors? Different colors mean different things. They tie into different types of meanings and emotions. So you've really got to think about that. You've got to think about a slogan if you potentially want a slogan. You've got to build your brand identity. I always say, when you go to the grocery store, there are 30 different brands of bread, but probably more than 30. But chances are you already know what bread you're going to get, unless you're just kind of like me, you get whatever is the cheapest. Kind of like I used to be. I'm not like that anymore. I would get whatever was the cheapest at the time. But let's say you love, honey wheat, Sara Lee honey wheat bread, and you go get Sara Lee honey wheat bread every time because you like the consistency. It's always the same. You know the nutritional facts. You have come to know, like, and trust that Sara Lee is going to do her honey wheat bread the same all of the time. It's no different for your business, right? So now you have to maximize on that brand and build your brand identity so you make your competition irrelevant. That's literally how you stay afloat in your industry. You have to make the competition irrelevant. What I have found is that a lot of business coaches, they will tell you how to open a bank account. They'll tell you how to create your file your LLC. They'll tell you all of these things that you need, but sometimes before you even get to that point, you've got to work on your mindset. You've got to market your expertise. You've got to figure out how you're going to serve, who you're going to serve, and what you're going to charge. You've got to maximize that brand. So when you do open up the LLC, you start the website, you're out there and the world sees you, your branding, your messaging is on point. And then the fifth step for the Ready, Start, Launch program, and what I will say ultimately contributed to my 10K plus months, is minimizing and optimizing your processes. You've got to be able to automate, eliminate, and delegate. This is where you're hiring your virtual assistant because now you can afford one. This is where you're bringing on contractors or maybe even employees if you just got it like that. This is where you're having people to help you because you've expanded your services in such a way that you cannot do it on your own. This is also where your policies come into play, where your protocols, your workflow processes, those step-by-step things. This is where you get your CRM, your client relationship management software, if you don't have one. This is where you have those workflows. So when someone submits an inquiry on your website, they automatically get an automated message. Thank you so much for contacting whatever your business name is. These are the services that we offer. How can I assist you? I would love to set up a one-on-one time to tell you how I can help you achieve ABC, fill in the blank, whatever it is. This is what you do. And this is how you make sure that you provide a stellar customer experience every single time, to where you start seeing repeat customers, where you not only have repeat customers, but your customers are telling other people about your services, and you're getting more word of mouth referrals than you are from doing social media ads or Instagram lives or whatever that is. So those are the 5 steps. Master your mindset, market your expertise, monetize your skill set, maximize your brand, minimize and optimize your processes. So again, I have used everything that I have in me to really put this program together to help you achieve the same success that I have achieved and that I'm continuing to achieve. I am ready to launch this program. I'm ready to help 50 women that are ready to take over 2022. If you'd like to know more about the program, let me put that back up here. So you can go to the website to find out more.